Reality. Reality Receipts.
Welcome back to the Reality Receipts podcast starring me, Storytime with Ricky.
And me, Reality Ashley. We're here to do our Bravo Day. We got a big episode for you. We've got Real Housewives of Potomac, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and Vanderpump Rules. We're going to combine it all into one big episode today. We were just talking about the holidays approaching and everybody's like in slow down mode and the gas is running out for the year. So we're just like, yeah, we're getting through. I'm sure you guys all feel the same way. It's also exciting to have some time off and the holidays coming up, but it feels like that couple of weeks leading up to Christmas is just bananas, and that's where we're at right now. So, but we're
Yeah.
going to have some fun stuff out over the holidays for you guys. So don't worry, we'll still be here, but yeah, we're just ready for the vacation to start. I mean, we're not going anywhere, but let us know if you're going somewhere fun. Do you feel all ready for Christmas? You got all your stuff bought?
No, I don't. My brother-in-law's my secret Santa. I definitely need to get him something. I love that we do Secret Santa because, I only have to buy for that one person. And then I think I need a white elephant gift because we do a white elephant like amongst the family. And then I got the girls, I have two nieces. One is 1, the other one is 3. I got their stuff. They're super easy. They just want,
Yeah.
one wants toys and baby dolls, and the other one, like, her mom only lets her watch educational stuff. So she's like number blocks and ducks. That's what
Aw.
she loves. So they're easy. So I
Yeah,
guess
I've
I'm as
got
ready as we're gonna get. How about
yeah.
you? Did you get all your Christmas shopping done?
No, and we're flying home to the we call it the island, which makes it sound tropical, but it's really not. It's just Vancouver Island, which is off of Vancouver. It's very rainy, but all of our family lives there. So we're going there. I have 2 nieces too, and so having boys, I literally never know what to get them, but it's also so fun to get to buy girly stuff. So I try not to do like the little pink outfits because I know they probably have a ton of that, but it's so hard when you're only buying like hockey sticks and stuff like that to not like go crazy in the girly department. So I still got to get their presents, but I think I've done most of the kids stuff. So we're getting somewhere, and we've
Okay.
got this weekend. We don't leave till Monday. So I'm like, I got some time, but it feels like it's rapidly approaching. So
Yeah,
it's a lot more fun
100%.
to have Christmas as a kid when you just like think everything shows up and it's easy and you don't have to do any work. And now it's like we're responsible for the magic, which is a lot of pressure, but
Yeah.
then fun too. So
Yeah.
should we get right into the Real Housewives of Potomac? It's season 10, episode 11, and it starts with Tia and the polo match, and then we finally get to see this whole angel eviction storyline, which I feel like they kind of played up to be, like, they kind of made it seem like it was going one way, like she got evicted because they got no money, but then it seems maybe even worse or not as bad, but I think she just came to film the show and now back to Colorado. So
Yeah.
what do you think? Apparently it was just poor planning on her part. The filming was supposed to go to the 12th, but they only booked their place till July 1st. So
Yeah. I don't know. It definitely wasn't giving like, okay, she's getting put out because she's getting evicted and she has no money. Like, it definitely wasn't giving that. But this whole, like, basically, we didn't book the rental for long enough. And now we have to, like, go back to Colorado. And because it's booked out longer, it just, it's not, it doesn't go with her original story of like, we were gonna stay here till we found a house. Like, because wouldn't you like line your rental up with like how your house going process is, so if you haven't found a house at like the 3-4 month mark, like, okay, you would think, oh, I have to extend my rental, you know
yeah.
I think it's exactly what they said. Like, okay, she came here to film the show. She thought it was going to be over, and it's
Yeah.
not. And so she, it's not over yet. So now she has to go back. I don't think it's that big of a deal as like everyone's trying to make it. Like, okay, she came here to film the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, her
I
husband's still from there. I think eventually she has plans to live there, but it's hard for
and I
me to like be on Angel's side with anything because I don't like her.
She really is the worst. She's tough watch, but I think this happens a lot in the Real Housewives. I know this is something Meredith on Salt Lake City has been accused of. She Airbnbs every season when they film. They
Mhm.
have some kind of a tie to the city, but they don't actually live there. And I think a lot of them do that. And now, like, we're even seeing it on Love is Blind. I'm pretty sure over half of the cast didn't actually live in where the hell was the last season? I can't even remember. But they all
Yeah.
just it came in like, that's why we see them in Airbnbs, like, they're coming in temporarily. So I guess they just can't find like, I would think there has to be more women in Potomac that they could film with, but I guess Angel has this connection with Kiarna and some kind of past with Wendy, so they do
Yeah,
want those genuine connections, but
right.
I'm surprised that they have to, like, outsource out of the city they're filming in, and, like, how does that happen? Did she apply? Did they find her? Did
I
someone
think
suggest her?
Kiarna probably brought her in, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? I think that that's how it kind of works with these shows, like, they don't want a complete stranger because then there's no
Yeah.
chemistry within the group, and you can kind of feel that
Yeah.
within the group, so I think that they do want a friend of, I don't know if you've
Yeah.
been seeing, but Kiarna, I've been seeing clips of her all over the place, everywhere. She's been on, like, Watch What Happens Live, and
Yeah.
she's been doing some podcasts, and she's just popping her little shit, so
Oh, really?
yeah, like, just talking about Wendy and, just I don't like her or Angel,
No.
but yeah, I think it's that, like, she miscalculated how long it was gonna take to film the show.
Mhm. Yeah, I definitely think that they didn't wanna buy a house if she doesn't end up staying on. Like, sometimes you film the show and they cut you down to, like, a friend of halfway through, like, you don't even actually when you're new, I don't think you even know what they do, like, test filming almost. Like, they've had someone on Salt Lake City that was supposed to be a cast member, and then they ended up just cutting her out, like, 90%. So, I think they didn't wanna buy a house till they're sure, like, she gets a 2nd season, which I would be shocked if she does at this point, but
I don't know, at BravoCon, she seemed pretty confident that she was
Mhm.
there to stay, so I don't know.
I know, I felt like none of the girls even liked her though, which makes it hard, right? Like, you need some kind of genuine connection, but then Kiarna doesn't really have anyone else either, so they have each other, but I don't know,
Yeah.
she doesn't seem to fit like, Stacy, they obviously don't like, but she's very entertaining, whereas Angel's, like,
Yeah.
the opposite, like, not likable and not entertaining, so it's like, you have to bring
Yeah,
something to the table here.
maybe we're gonna get some drama between her and Bobby. I think we had saw at BravoCon that or the preview or whatever, like that something was coming within their relationship. Was that them? Or
I think
it
that was
was
Wendy.
Wendy. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Maybe it was Wendy and her husband. But I thought
Mhm.
oh, it was, I guess Angel's big thing was this eviction. That's not even
Yeah,
an eviction. So
I
I
know,
don't know.
right?
Like you said, I think at BravoCon, she seemed pretty confident that because she's like, I'm here to stay. So I think
Mhm.
maybe she will be around for another season, but if she
Yeah.
doesn't fix her attitude and bring some drama and like give us something, it's gonna be curtains for her because I don't want to
Mhm.
see her and Kiarna being Debbie Downers for the
No.
rest of the season. Like it's just annoying.
And not to jump ahead, but I did think, like, on the phone when Bobby was like, "We'll get there when we get there," or whatever, like, he did have, like, a bit of an attitude, which could be innocent, but we've been saying he seems amazing, he's so great on camera, and we always hear then, like, bad things happen after, right? So I kind of feel like he's not really who he presents himself to be,
I
maybe, like, there's a
I
side
mean,
there.
I think that was just about he's
Annoying.
tired of these yeah, he's annoyed
Yeah.
with the girls, like,
Yeah.
his wife is clearly venting to him about these
Mhm.
girls and her dislike for them, and he's like, "Yeah, we'll get there when we get there, stop pressing her," like, it's him
Mhm.
trying to have his wife's back, but it's also like,
Stay
"Okay,
out of it.
well, yeah, like,
Yeah.
stay out of it, like, I get that you're trying to have your wife's back, and, like, we're all waiting for you, especially if you're supposed to bring a dish and this is supposed to be a fucking potluck.
Yeah,
The
and you're 2
fuck?"
hours late. It's not like 10 minutes
And they
late.
didn't come with the dish.
No. That what did you think of the event? It was a little,
I don't
like
know what the fuck that was. Like, it was kinda crazy that, like, she's like, "Oh, Giselle and Wendy are putting it together, and they're 2 different vibes," and then they showed, like, Giselle's vibe versus Wendy's
yeah.
vibe. I don't know that it was supposed to be a chic event, like, it was just
Yeah.
supposed to be,
True.
I think, something to get everybody together, the kids, the husbands. I mean, it was
Yeah.
whatever, but I do think they need to let the catfish thing go. Like, I'm
Yeah.
annoyed now. Like, okay,
That was
you
funny, though.
you could bring
Uh,
catfish, but not make it about Angel, you know?
yeah. I thought it was a little funny, but I agree it's getting a little bit old,
It's, like,
like
getting old.
but then it's
And
her
because
reaction, right?
it's fucking messy ass Giselle, but like, give Ashley the award for bringing the catfish. And then she says it, the catfish, the catfish. Like she's letting it be known. Like I don't even think that Angel would have caught on if she was like, Angel brought the cat. I mean, Ashley brought the catfish. Like,
Yeah,
but she's
I
like,
know.
the catfish.
I think it's just Angel's reaction that makes this keep going and it won't die, right? If she would have just, when they brought it up the first time, been like, oh, damn, like, thanks for pointing it out. I do filter a bit too much. Then there'd be nothing to pick at. But because she's so defensive and defiant about it, then now it's just funny to poke at her about it.
But
So.
what's even funnier is that she be having smoke for Wendy for it when it's clearly Giselle. Like Giselle is still doing it. And it's like, but you somehow want to blame Wendy.
Wait, I forgot to ask you how your mom's birthday party went.
Oh my God, it went so amazing. We had so much fun. Thank you so much for recommending Storyworth as a gift. She absolutely loved it, and she has not stopped showing and telling everybody about her amazing gift.
My husband is the same. He absolutely loves his Storyworth gift, and he said it was the most thoughtful gift he's ever received. If you don't know what we're talking about, each week Storyworth emails a loved one a memory-provoking question that you get to choose. Questions like, what were your favorite toys as a child? Or what are you most proud of? All your loved one needs to do is respond to that email with a story. They can either write a story over email or record it over the phone for Storyworth to transcribe. It's so easy with no apps or passwords required. It's perfect for even your least tech-savvy relative.
Yes, so basically Storyworth compiles your loved one's stories and photos into a beautiful keepsake hardcover book. This year, they've added a bunch of new features to make storytelling even easier with personalized questions and Magic Editor. Meanwhile, their magic layout and new book designs make the finished books, especially the photos, look even more beautiful. Plus, they've just rolled out Spanish language support. What has not changed is that customers absolutely love Storyworth. They've printed over 1 million books and preserved 35 million family stories since their founding 13 years ago. And they have over 48,000 five-star reviews.
Give your loved ones a unique keepsake you'll all cherish for years. Storyworth Memoirs. Right now, save $10 or more during their holiday sale when you go to storyworth.com/receipts. That's storyworth.com/receipts to save $10 or more on your order. And we see Stacy bring Timo. Everybody gets to meet Timo, which was surprising that he went to an event, but
Yeah. Yeah, she said it was out of respect for Wendy and Wendy wanting to meet him and all. I'm guessing like, that debacle that happened with Tia. So, I mean, that was cool. That was cool. But you see, like, Stacey's damned if she does and she's damned if she doesn't. If she wouldn't have brought Timo, they're like, oh my God, he doesn't exist. Then she does bring him and they still got something to fucking say. They're still shit talking. They're still. And then what confused me is that Stacey and Timo have been saying that the daughter doesn't know that they're together, but then they're like, or that they're getting back together. They don't want to confuse her, but then they're like kissing each other and stuff. And the daughter's like right there. So it's like,
kids are smart. I think she has an idea. So it's like, even if they think we don't want to tell her officially because we don't want to get her hopes up, but she's seeing you go to an event together and kiss, her hopes are up, right? So you might as well be honest with her. That's the thing about Stacy, right? I don't know what is true. I don't know if they even were divorced. I feel like they've been together the whole time and she got a boyfriend that she paid because he wasn't a real boyfriend because she was trying to get a storyline or something. Like, it's all very fishy, but it's so hard not to like her. Like, she was so cute with her potato salad. Like, do you got like a signature dish that you bring to events that like you're very proud of?
Mac and cheese. My mac and cheese is pretty good. I'm in charge of the mac and cheese on Christmas and on Thanksgiving. But I don't be bringing it to events because it's like over $100 to make a pan of mac and cheese because the cheese is not cheap. So, but I hate potato salad, so I'm not like a potato salad girly. I hate. Do you put raisins in your potato salad?
Hell no.
Okay,
no. I mean, I've never made it. To be fair, I've never made my own. I will like get it at a store, which is probably not the best way to get it. But I will just eat potato salad for a meal. Like, I really love it. So, it's so good.
I've never been. I don't know. It's not. I don't like it. Maybe I just. It's not my thing because I don't like onions. It doesn't have like green onions. I don't know if it has onions in it, but there's something about potato salad that I don't like. But
it has eggs, right?
I like eggs.
Yeah.
I like eggs.
What about macaroni salad? Do you like that?
I think I like macaroni salad, but I don't like potato salad. It's weird. Weird. I think I like
My
it's not my go-to. Like if there's macaroni salad and potato salad there, I will like just avoid it.
yeah.
I don't eat it.
The hard thing about potato salad, like at an event, is I feel like when it's like sitting out in the heat, it is not good, right? It gets a little iffy. Like I need it cold and like fresh, not in
Yeah.
a
I like
buffet
tuna
situation.
salad. I like egg salad. I don't know. Potato salad and
Like if you go to Subway, will you order a tuna salad sandwich there?
I
Because
don't
I
go
always
to
wondered
Subway.
who does that. Oh, okay. I was just
I
wondering
don't eat
who orders
Subway.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
I've heard that they have the tuna salad there, but I was like, who's ordering that? But somebody must be if they have it on the menu still.
Yeah,
So
I have had the
not you
tuna,
though.
I think, at Subway before. I think I've
Is
had
it
it.
good?
It's not bad. It doesn't have onions in it. But I don't know. There used to be a Subway right by my house, but they closed it down.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I was just wondering who eats the tuna because it's still on the menu. It's like the filet of fish, right? Mary loves filet of fish from Salt Lake City. I've never had it, but I'm
I've
like
never
supposed
had
to
it.
get it.
I've never had the filet of fish or the McRib because I'm like, God
Apparently,
knows what that is.
the filet of fish is the healthiest thing on the menu. I've heard. I've never tried it though. That's not where. If I'm getting fish, it's not at McDonald's. So
For sure.
that's not my
For
first
sure.
choice.
Same.
My signature party dish is a spinach dip. I got the recipe from my mom, and it's like literally from the 80s. I swear, it's very. If you see the ingredients on their own, you'd be horrified. But when you have the dip, it's so good. So,
I love spinach dip.
oh, do you?
Yeah, I love spinach dip.
This is like a cold one in a sourdough round, like that kind. Have you had that?
Okay. Yeah. Oh no,
Okay.
I don't think I've had a cold spinach dip actually. It's always warm.
Yeah, I like those too. Like the hot one you get in like a restaurant. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
if you ever come visit, I'll make you the spinach dip. But
And
I won't tell you.
I'll make you mac and cheese.
Yes, I need a good recipe. But yeah, no, raisins and a potato salad. She didn't put them in, right? She said no.
No.
Okay, good.
No.
But yeah, it's so hard because they do gang up on her a lot. What did you think of her chat with Kay? I think I skipped that part, but they had a little meet up, but it was kind of pointless. I
It
mean,
was pointless.
they don't
It was
like each
just
other.
they don't like each other. They really didn't resolve anything or really talk about anything. They didn't even talk about the main thing, which was, I don't know. I don't know if it was the editing of that conversation, but it seemed like they just skipped right past the important things. Like Stacey said, oh yeah, like you were being messy when you told Monique that I was with Chris or whatever, like that was messy. But then it's like we didn't even really get to hear Kay's response to that. Like we didn't even get to hear like the whole did she call Chris or not? Like it was really, really pointless. Like I was like, I don't know what the focus is here, but we could have really done without this scene.
Yeah, I know. It was kind of like a filler scene. We didn't see Monique in this episode, right?
No.
I don't, maybe she'll be coming back. But it looks like the scenes from next week are mostly about like Wendy and her mom. Did you see that flash ahead of it?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
She
I
says,
feel
"Shut
like
the fuck up, Wendy." I'm like, "Whoa,
yeah.
whoa."
I know. It's sad because we saw in the last episode, I think, how much Wendy like takes care of her mom and buys her. She's in all her Christian Dior outfits, and so it made me wonder, like, what's going on now with everything going on with Wendy, and what does her mom think of that? But I guess
Yeah.
we'll be seeing that next season, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah, there didn't in this episode we had a meetup between Giselle, Ashley,
Yes, Giselle, Ashley, and Wendy met up. That was after
Tia.
Tia left Angel's house. Then she talked on the phone with Giselle, and
Giselle knows how to spin some shit to make it seem messy because I feel like Tia was not being messy by telling
Not
what
at
was
all.
going on with Angel. Like she was trying to say it in the most delicate way, and Giselle like found a way to flip it. And then we literally see Giselle making stuff up like, oh yeah, I heard she doesn't like the guys. Like, and Wendy knows better. She just starts laughing because she's like, I know you're just pulling shit out of your ass. And Giselle kind of laughs it off, but I do think that Giselle, I don't know, Giselle's trying to make it a bigger deal than it is,
Yeah, she said Bobby doesn't like Eddie or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is complete bullshit, but
yeah, you don't think he said that?
no, she said he
No.
didn't. She was like, "Oh, I made it
she's
up."
just making
Yeah,
stuff up.
yeah.
So I was like, I can see it, but
Bobby don't like none of them. She's like,
No.
"What the fuck? Why did we do this show? This was a mistake. Like, what the fuck?"
Yeah, Giselle, she's known for being messy, as we can see, but we need that,
We need
we
her.
need.
We
Mhm,
absolutely need her. Without her, it's like I don't know. I think my favorite is Stacy and Wendy. Like Wendy has something about her that's one. It is messy, but
mhm.
it's also like really funny. Her facial expressions, the way she looks at the
Yes.
camera, like her, you know what I mean? Her like just quick little banter, like, it's Stacy's funny with her comebacks and her one-liners, but there's something messy, like classily messy about Wendy that I love, and then
Mhm.
just Stacy's she just don't give no fuck. So that's fun to
Yeah,
see. And Giselle's just messy. So it's like you gotta love
mhm.
that.
Yeah, I feel like Wendy is like a big piece of this cast, and now she has this whole charges about the fraud or whatever it is. So that's a weird thing about being a housewife. When these horrible things happen in your life, it secures you for another season at least, and you've got your job secured. So
Right.
we will definitely be seeing more of Wendy next season. I think all of them, I'm assuming, but that's still far off. We're not even at the end of this season. We're only halfway through. They do a
Okay.
quick turnaround on this one because they are talking about 4th of July, which is this year, and it
Oh,
came out. Yeah, the season dropped like October 4th, I think. So
okay.
that's really quick because I feel like some of them are like 6 months plus. So
Okay.
they finished filming and they dropped the show like a month later. It feels like two
Yeah.
months later.
Yeah.
Well, any other thoughts before we move on to Salt Lake City?
No.
I'm going in order of my favorites right now to my least favorite. So we'll start with
Yeah.
Potomac, Salt Lake, then Beverly Hills, and Vanderpump. I
Yep.
loved the first episode of Vanderpump. It's getting a little harder, but we'll get there. So
Yeah.
Salt Lake City, we're on episode 14, so that means we're getting close to the end because it goes to 17. They're
Oh,
still in.
okay.
Yeah, so we're getting there. Obviously, we mentioned on our episode yesterday, but if you didn't listen to that, Bronwyn and Todd officially have separated, and her reps confirmed it to people, so it is real. Apparently it's dropped at the reunion is like a big bombshell, but now it's leaked, so we found out already. Not surprising to anyone, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although it is quite fast too, because they're talking about Mother's Day. That's May. I don't know when they separated, but they filmed the reunion in November, so from May to November they were done. So I wonder
Yeah.
if all of these, like, Whitney told us something happens at the finale that she couldn't believe was happening. We still don't know what it's involving. I really hope it's not about this plane thing. Like we said, we don't really care anymore. We get
Yeah.
it.
We don't get it. We don't care.
Maybe maybe it's about Todd. Maybe they
Maybe.
get to the bottom of the farting and kissing finally, because they just like
Maybe.
pretended like that didn't happen, and I think we need more details. Like, I still wonder that remember that random lady they had in the first couple episodes? It's like,
Yeah.
gotta be something to do with that. Why did they put her name there? Unless they're just testing for new cast members,
That might be it too.
but it just felt
Yeah.
very weird. They like had her at events, they named her, and then she disappeared. So,
Yeah. We'll see. They're
just
gonna.
for Bronwyn to separate so fast, because it seems like at this point she's like, we're fine, we're great, everything's good. So I wonder what happens, but
Yeah.
Todd in general, I can understand not wanting to be married to him, so no one is,
Oh.
like, very surprised.
Yeah, what's so funny is I have a group chat with Aisha and Robert, and
Mhm.
they always are talking about Salt Lake City in there, and I just don't, I never watched the show, so I was finally able to chime in, and I
Uh-huh.
remember the first time I seen Todd, because Robert is like obsessed with Bronwyn. He's like,
Okay.
I'll ride for Bronwyn, like her, and he's
Uh-huh.
like defending her, and Todd, he's like, no, like da da da. And I had
Oh,
said,
no.
the first time I seen Todd, I said, they're going to be divorced by the end of this season.
You
And then
called it.
now look, I have really good intuition, you guys. Like
Mhm.
I really do.
Yeah. Yeah, you were right. So, they started off showing this little sticker chart. It was kind of a silly thing,
Oh yeah,
Bronwyn
yeah.
for their behavior, but, we're still like, this whole episode is still about the Meredith versus everybody. No one likes to see this pile on, but then also the way Meredith like just won't apologize or take accountability is annoying, and so I understand them just like not letting it go, but
But she is apologizing though. Like
yeah.
she is, but she's not apologizing in the way that they want her to. They feel like she's being an ice queen, Which she kind of is. She is saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But she's leaving it at that and she's not saying anything else. And it's like
Mhm.
they want her to say, I'm sorry for, and then explain, and then have all these emotions and she's just like, they say something
Mhm.
and she says, well, I'm sorry for that. And to them, that's not enough. So they want
Mhm.
they want an explanation along with this apology. So
Yeah. Well, and not to jump to the end, but I just find it so ridiculous that they're mad at Meredith and like all against Meredith for yelling at Brittany on the plane. But when we get to the end of this episode, they're all yelling at Brittany for something else. So
yeah, but I don't know if you noticed that Heather and Whitney were trying to
yeah.
diffuse that. They were trying to, like, I don't know if you see them like looking at each other like, oh, here we go again, piling
Mm.
on Brittany, poor Brittany, woe is Brittany. I don't know when Heather and Whitney became like Brittany's motherfucking safe haven or her bodyguards, but
Mhm.
they definitely were looking at Angie sideways for how she was coming at Brittany,
Yeah.
and trying to defend her, you know.
Yeah, and we saw Meredith and Bronwyn kind of like laughing and giggling in the corner, but then when Whitney called them out, they were like, "That don't involve us. Like we're not a part of this." And so they weren't coming for Brittany, but they also weren't defending her, and they were laughing, and so I don't know. It just
They
weird
had
to have.
they had Angie's back on
Yeah,
that, but we'll get
totally.
we'll get
Yeah,
to
we'll
that
we'll
in
get
your
there.
thoughts on this whole trademark, but um
Yes. Going back to the start, we have everyone's going on separate little day trips. Some of the girls are going to ride donkeys. Now, why would they send Mary to the donkey riding for comedic relief? I guess because poor Mary, she doesn't. That's just not an activity I imagine her wanting to do. So
yeah, and she didn't want to
no.
do it.
And the other girls went to do some cooking. I mean, no shade to Giovanni, but he was giving Santa, like, I feel like a nice, hot, young, single Greek man might have been nice, because I guess not many of them are single, though, right? Only because Bronwyn wasn't single at this point. I
Heather's
don't think they have.
single.
I think she's the
Heather's
only one.
single. Brittany's
Yeah.
not single. Yeah,
It's not like the
Brittany's
Beverly
not.
Hills ladies where everyone's divorced yet. I think we'll get there. These guys are on season 6, and then Beverly Hills is on season 15. So in a couple
Yeah,
years, we'll be in the divorce
100%.
era.
Yeah,
So
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Bronwyn's starting the trend because I think some of these girls are going to see Bronwyn, go through that breakup, glow up, get lots of love, all the dates, all the fun. And I don't know if their marriages are not on solid ground, it's going to be tricky. So,
Whitney's gonna be next for sure.
yeah. Oh, I don't know if I skipped this part, but remember when they were talking about. So there's been a lot of fan edits online of Bronwyn and Whitney and people saying that there's something there.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
I've seen that. Yeah, like of all their like flirty moments or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah, so everyone's been saying, like, what a moment if Whitney and Bronwyn left their husbands for each other. Like, that would be quite the storyline. I don't think that's what's going to happen, but Bronwyn did say she's hooked up with girls. So I don't know if that's, like, I don't know if she's saying she's bisexual. I don't know. You
I,
saying that you hook up with girls, is that what officially confirmation? Or sometimes people just experiment. So
y-
I,
yeah, I don't know
they
that.
look good together. So
Yeah, yeah, and she basically said more I've gone further with girls than anybody else in this group has, and I thought it was weird.
yeah.
Somebody was like, "Oh yeah, like we have morals." So just because
Heather,
you
I was
hook up
just going to
with
say that.
girls means that you don't have morals? That was a
Yeah.
weird comment to make.
That was very weird. I was like, is she trying to say, like, because I didn't get the feeling Bronwyn meant while she was married. I thought Bronwyn meant before, but maybe that's what, like, maybe we're missing a little bit where Bronwyn said that happened while she was married. That's the only excusable part of that to say. Because, yeah, saying someone doesn't have morals for hooking up with women is not okay, but
Yeah,
it is Utah Mormons. So I don't know. That was a
yeah,
weird, I thought that was a weird comment too. Heather
yeah,
was kind of annoying in this episode. Like that whole bit she did with the phone call was not funny. You remember
yeah,
that part?
yeah. Mhm. I
Yeah,
find
when
Heather to be really funny. I don't know why. I just find her to be like the hot mess, chaotic aunt
yeah.
that like
Oh my
that like
gosh,
has some money and it's just crazy, you know?
there is a scene I should show you from a couple seasons ago where they went out and drank a lot of espresso martinis, and then Heather got really sick and they got in the Sprinter van and she started throwing up. But then she was also like peeing because she was throwing up, and it was It was so bad. They put it on camera. They like put it on the show and aired it on television. And I'm like, that's so mean
I
to do.
would
And I
die.
think
I would die.
literally. So yeah, Heather is entertaining and the only single one. So we need that energy. But I just thought sometimes she comes across as like a little rehearsed or something, or like doing little bits, you know?
Yeah, it could be a little too much, but I think I really like that Heather calls people out on their bullshit. Like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like Meredith was clearly trying to, deflect, and like she didn't want to talk, like take accountability for what she did. So now you're
Yeah.
acting like you're sad. I mean, I'm pretty sure she is sad about her son. It's like, bitch, you're not
Hmm.
this sad. Like, you knew we were coming on this trip. You knew it was going to be fucking Mother's Day. Like,
Yeah.
and you're using it so that we don't talk about the real issue here. Although I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of talking about it. She said sorry for calling you a liar. Whitney,
Hmm.
you shouldn't have called her a pill popper and a drunk. Like, okay.
Yeah.
So it's
And
like, say sorry and move on. But it does annoy me that Lisa does jump in every time they're trying to talk to Meredith. And Meredith just
hmm.
lets them. Like, she
Yeah.
just lets Lisa. Like, she doesn't stop her. She just kind of lets her fight her battles for her.
Yeah. I know it was funny when you said, "Oh, I'm excited to be alone with Meredith so we can actually talk without Lisa jumping in." And then as soon as they get in the van, that's exactly what happens. Lisa just starts speaking for her. What did you think of when Meredith got flowers and Lisa's like, "I don't even like flowers. Like, I don't want flowers. Like, that's not my thing." So jealous.
Lisa is annoying. Okay. Like,
Yeah.
my God, I don't know. I seen one of her posts on Instagram. I don't even follow her on Instagram, but it's like, girl, this moment is not about you. She likes flowers, okay? Her kids sent her flowers. Your kids didn't send you any flowers. It's okay.
Wait, that just reminds me that someone, I think the page is called Bravo with Me. They posted a picture of all the bad like face app that some of the Bravo people use. And they showed one of Lisa's, which was so bad. But then Lisa DM'd them and said it was straight off her camera roll. And there's just like no way in hell that it's straight off her camera roll.
Why
Well,
does she do that? Like,
look,
why does she lie like that?
can you see it? She said that straight off her camera roll.
Girl, bye. First of all,
Look, that's what Meredith says.
no, wait, that's Meredith in the beige?
Yeah,
No, Ashley, please stop.
I seriously,
That's Meredith
seriously.
Wynn. That's Meredith Wynn.
Like, she just posted that with some face app. So,
No, that's really bad. Like, that's worse than Angels, okay?
this is all ones that people have posted, which you don't know some of these, so won't be as funny to you, but a lot of them are hilarious, like the Gretchen one. But look, this is like a compilation. It's like they don't have noses, so
Yeah. Yeah,
but
no.
yeah, so Lisa just has a
Oh,
bit
no.
of a lying problem, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, girl, you do not look like this.
It's sad because Meredith is gorgeous and Lisa's gorgeous. They look amazing. So why are you doing
But
face app
you're
to look?
face apping yourself to look 20 years younger. You don't look like it's okay. Like,
Mhm.
it's, oh my God. Like,
Yeah,
your
it's bad.
lips are not this full, your cheekbones are not this high, your skin is not this smooth. It's okay. Just put it on a 1. You guys have
Yeah.
this on a 4. This looks like a
Yeah.
23-year-old. Like,
I
come
know.
on, guys. Come on,
It's
guys.
just it's
Come
not
on.
necessary, which I get. I've been there too. I've done it, and
I mean, we
you
all
get the
do it.
blindness. They
And
they
then
clearly.
and then you got to post videos of yourself where you can't do it. So it's like,
Mhm.
although
And
they
they
do
just
have face app for video now too.
yeah, they do. I mean, I think they look great and they don't have to do it. And they just definitely have gotten the blindness, right? They've been doing it for a
Gotten the
couple
blindness.
years. You do a
Mhm.
little more. Now we're on the 5, the 6. I don't even know if it goes to 6, but it's like
No, some
it's
of
too
them
far.
it's too far. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So it was
Oh
just
my
funny
God.
that
That
she
came
DM'd.
straight from my camera roll. And I also think that Lisa is like chronically online. Like,
Yeah.
anybody that says anything bad about her, like, she's going to. She said that this came straight from her camera roll.
Mhm. Uh-huh.
Okay, girl. She looks very tan, first of
That's
all.
what
You
yeah,
use
people
the
were
tan. You use the tan because you can tan on Face App. This is like tan 3, okay?
Yeah. Oh, and also another thing she did right after Bronwyn's separation was announced, her and John posted a video like, well, we're just going to dinner. We're so happy. We've been married 29 years. And like, it's just so shady, so subliminal and mean. So obviously, her and Bronwyn are not in a good place, or she's just that mean to her friends, but
She's just petty.
very
Just petty.
petty.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So
Okay.
I think the only other thing was the fight at the end over the trademark. Are you team Angie or team Brittany here?
I think that I get Angie's point. Like, you trademarked something that you didn't even say. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it was about you, you didn't say it. Usually
Mhm.
people trademark their one-liner, something that was a moment for them. That was a moment
Yeah.
for Angie because she said it to her. But if Angie had no plans of trademarking it, I
Mhm.
don't understand what the issue is. I don't think Angie wanted to do anything with it or
No.
trademark it. Now, is it tacky to trademark something you didn't say? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was kinda team Brittany because 'cause I'm like, well, Angie said it, but if she didn't trademark it, then I feel like it's fair game, and she said it about Brittany. Like, Brittany was the butt of the joke for that.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I agree it is tacky, but really when you hear high body count hair, you're thinking of Brittany, you're not thinking of Angie. So, I think Angie
Yeah,
just should have done it.
honestly, when it first came out, when she said I trademarked high body count hair, I didn't remember who said it. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah, like, yeah," because
Yeah,
it's like,
everyone
yeah. But it's like, also, what are you gonna do with that trademark? Like,
yeah. Well, and I think the same thing happened.
unless you wanna start a hairspray line or something.
I feel like the same thing happened with Lisa and Brittany too, where Lisa said, like, you really need the how do you say it? Kerastase or whatever,
Yeah.
Thermatique, and then I think Brittany, like, did a brand deal with them. So, I don't know. If you say it and you don't do something with it, I guess it's fair game, but I don't think Angie was gonna do anything with it,
Yeah,
so
because I think somebody asked her that. I think Heather did. Was like, "Well, were
yeah.
you gonna trademark it?" And she was crickets. Like, she had nothing to say.
Uh-huh.
But was she
Yeah.
like a little too mean about it? Yes. And then Heather and Bronwyn jumped on the bandwagon. I don't know. If Bronwyn likes Brittany, doesn't like Brittany. You know what I mean? We know Meredith is just looking for a moment to jump onto her. And I don't
Mhm.
know. I'm like, when did Meredith and Whitney become so, I mean, not Meredith, Heather and Whitney become so close to Brittany to where they feel like they have to be her bodyguards? I think that they just don't like a pile on, but it's like, okay, you guys are okay with piling on Meredith,
Yeah.
but now everything's like, whoa, is Brittany. And I don't know. Like, you could just see Brittany, like, every time like Whitney and Heather like defend her, she's just like, so ecstatic about it. So like then she
Mhm.
starts to get like quiet and like victimy, like, oh my God, yes, they're picking on me. Get them, guys. Like, and it's just like,
Yeah.
okay, Brittany, I could do without Brittany, to be honest.
Yeah, she is getting a little annoying, and yeah, I just don't understand why the girls are all coming for Meredith if Brittany doesn't care. It's really should be between Brittany and Meredith. Brittany brought up the cheating TikTok, so she can hold her own against however Meredith wants to respond to that. And yeah, Angie's going for Brittany about the trademark thing, just like Meredith did. So I don't really. It seems like they're being hypocrites, and I think Heather and Whitney are only defending Brittany to protect the stupid storyline of, like, defending her from the plane thing, so,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just
See, it's like,
either
"Oh,
ready.
we don't only defend her against you, Meredith. We defend her. Wrong is wrong." Like, when
Mhm.
Angie was like, "Oh, I'm very nice to Brittany," except for on the plane, Heather did. You know what I mean? And I'm like, "Okay, girl, shut up." And I'm glad somebody did it and said, "It's about how Brittany feels. Are you good? Are you good? Okay, cool. Then they're good." Like, you guys make shit bigger than it is, which is exactly
Mhm.
why Meredith did not want to talk to the group in front of everybody because they amplify
Mhm.
a situation. Like, it's like,
Yeah, at this point, I'm just ready to see the footage or drop it. Like,
right.
they're trying to, like, keep it going till the end, I feel like, but I really hope that's not what this big reveal is.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
at this point, we all know that Meredith freaked out on Brittany. She apologized, Brittany's moved on. I think we can just let
What
it
did
go.
you
So
think
I
of
hope it's something
Meredith's
else.
story? Like, the craziest thing I did was like broke a dish. Like, girl.
It didn't even make sense because she was like, "My mom doesn't know," but then at the end, she's like, "We broke a dish and we got in trouble." So I just feel like she was just making shit up as she went along because she had no crazy story, or she just didn't wanna share. And that's the thing with Meredith, right? She doesn't share very much. She's very guarded and closed
Yeah,
off,
she
so
is very boring.
yeah, not a great you can't have that and be on a reality show. So
Yeah.
I think Bronwyn recently did an interview where she said of all the people not to come back next season, it would be Meredith. So it does kind of feel like this whole season they're just trying to ice her out and get rid of her. So,
Okay.
which I get. If you're not sharing and opening up and you're only yelling at people off camera, I wonder if that has more to do with their problem with Meredith. It's not that she yelled at Brittany. They're pissed that she waited till they were on the plane, off camera, off the show,
Mhm.
and did it. Well, they're all making themselves look silly on camera and having their fights on camera. They know Meredith did that on purpose. Like, I'm not going to get caught yelling on camera again, so I'm going to wait until we're in private. And that's what they're mad about. They don't care about Brittany. They care about Meredith not having this fight on camera so they don't have moments for their show. That's
Yeah, for
probably what
sure.
it is. So.
Yeah, that makes sense actually,
Because
yeah.
they don't like Britney.
Yeah.
Like, it came out of nowhere trying
Who
to be
likes
friends with Britney.
Britney? No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Jared, and that's about it. So, well, any other thoughts before we move on to Beverly Hills?
No, I don't have many thoughts on Beverly Hills. I feel like the start is always very slow. It takes a
Yeah.
while to like get cranking, you know? So I feel
Mhm.
like we're in our slow stage, but
Yeah, there's not I mean, just because I watched all the other seasons, Kyle is being a little more open this season. She's been kinda like the Meredith where she's, like, closed off and hasn't shared a lot, which for the cast member going through a divorce and having, like, allegedly a lesbian lover as someone who was straight the whole 15 years we watched them, like,
mm,
there's a lot of things going on in her life that she didn't share. So, it's
mhm.
nice to see her sharing a bit, and I just don't know if it's enough at this point. Because she's talking about she was in a relationship and that person didn't wanna share it, so there's nothing she could do about it, which I'm assuming she's talking about Morgan, the country singer I talked about before. Something a little bit odd about that is that Morgan looks exactly like Kyle, like, they look like twins. Is
Okay,
that weird
let's see here.
to date
To date
the
somebody that looks like you?
Yeah, like,
Okay, let
literally,
me
she just
see.
looks like her, but 20 years younger, so,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, let's
Okay,
see
this
Morgan.
this is them well, she's a little more alternative looking, but, like, this is them together.
Can we get as she looks like Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, but don't they
Okay.
look like, they have, like, the similar body types and I
Okay.
don't know. They but, yeah, this is the thing, there's tons of photos of them from, like, red carpets and stuff.
Yeah, but they were supposed to only be friends?
She never admitted it, so now she's saying, "I was in a relationship." People are assuming this is who she's talking about, but she's still not
Yeah.
saying. But this Morgan girl came on the show and they got tattoos together, but she never said it was a relationship. It was very odd, so
Oh, they do look similar.
mhm.
Why were they and that's who she got caught kissing or
She never got caught kissing.
what
They
is
did
it?
mu
What is this?
that's the music
Oh.
video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
She was in her music video.
yes, and so it's really hard to watch Kyle be upset about Mauricio out kissing and making out when she did that music video, like, 2 years ago when they were just newly separated, and the way she describes the relationship is though, like, she said she fell in love, right? Like, they were very close, so I feel like Kyle has done more than Mauricio. He's just out hooking up, but she was in a full-blown, like, in love with
Yeah, I
serious
will
relationship.
say that it seems like Kyle and her husband are still very much into each other.
Yeah, I think that they are, but I just don't know. Yeah, it's so confusing because you kind of assumed it was Mauricio that wanted to get out there and hook up with other people, but really Kyle was with Morgan before he started all that. They were still living in the same house, but then there's rumors he was cheating for years, so I don't know. They
He looks like a
definitely
cheater. No, I'm just
yeah,
kidding. They all look like cheaters.
there was definitely rumors. So, and I think, like I said before, she turned her blind eye to it because she had 4 kids, she was busy, whatever, didn't wanna disrupt her family, and then I think she met Morgan and kind of fell for her and probably because I would assume when you're with a woman, you get a lot more of your needs met, like, 'cause women are more emotional and talk
Yeah.
more,
Yeah,
right?
I
Yeah.
wish I was a lesbian. I say it all the time. Like, I really wish I was. Like,
Try.
I feel no, I can't. Like, I did, like, I'm not sexually or physically attracted to women at all. I wish I was. I genuinely wish I was because I feel like, oh, they're more thoughtful, they're more
Mhm.
comforting, they're more understanding, they're more emotional. Like,
Yeah.
men just don't get it. But yeah.
Yeah, so I think what people assume is basically Kyle put up with Mauricio doing whatever because she was busy. Then not having that like partner in Mauricio, she found Morgan. And so she kind of hoped like Mauricio would like step up more and realize he's actually might lose her, but he was kind of like, "Oh, you want to be separated? Love it. I'm going to get my own house. Like see you later." So I don't know. They do seem to have a lot of love still, but also I don't know how you could go because a lot of people say they might get back together, but
Yeah,
I don't
I mean,
know.
even the conversation that they were having in his living room was like, "Oh, like, there's a
I just
possibility that we could get back together."
I think if they got back together, it would just be for, like, the company and the family. Like, I don't think I mean, myself personally, at least, I don't think I could have my ex out sleeping with 30-year-olds for, like, 5 years or however long they're gonna let this go on and then come back because Kyle's, like, in her 50s, right? So, is she really gonna, like, have that romantic sexual relationship with your husband after he's been with, like, 20 and 30-year-olds for 5 years? You're gonna come back to this, like, 55-year-old lady? I just don't think that could work. Unless he realizes that he doesn't like that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
think
guess he's getting older too, I guess.
sexually, it's like, maybe not, but then it's like, maybe you realize, like, "Okay, that's all these little 30-year-olds could offer me, and what I get from my 55-year-old wife is, way better
Yeah.
than what these 30-year-olds can give me," you know?
And that's the thing, I guess that would be hard, right? Is knowing, okay, you went and had the 30-year-olds for 5 years and now you're like, I like my wife better. But eventually, like another 10 years, are you gonna be like, wait a minute, I miss that now and like go back to that, right? Like I
Eh
think either they need an open relationship where there's like understandings, but
Mhm.
I don't know. Uh, They've both been in other things though. She can't really keep blaming Mauricio because she's done the same, right? So
Okay. Alright, well,
yeah, there's a lot of, like, exes and photos, and that's like, they all seem to be going through the same thing, so
yeah.
because Rachel, Dorit, and Kyle all have that situation going on, so
Yeah, where their men are just out here tripping. It's
yeah.
okay. It's like the men act crazy first and the woman's all hurt, and then down the line, the men is like gonna be sliding down a wall, and then the women are gonna be moved on, not even thinking about them. So,
Well, exactly, because the men are out there just having a bunch of sex, and like you said, that gets old probably, whereas the women are probably gonna find better partners than what they had before, and they're gonna end up happier, like maybe not for Kyle because I think Mauricio was, like, her soulmate, but for Dorit, like, PK, we were already kinda scratching our heads like, really?" It's like Todd and Bronwyn, right? So,
yeah.
he's definitely not gonna come out on top, I don't think. I don't even know why Dorit cares, but what do you think about Kyle, like, defending PK over Dorit? She's kinda sticking up for her ex a little bit.
Yeah, I felt like I don't know. I felt like Dorit was misunderstanding what Kyle was trying to say. Like, I feel like she got really defensive. And when the other girls kind of said the same thing in a different way, she was able to hear it. So
Yeah,
I don't know why that when Kyle was saying it, it was like, no, you don't understand. And it's like, but then the other
yeah.
girls kind of said the same thing.
Yeah, I think Dorit is just, like because they were couple friends, it was, like, the 4 of them always did stuff together. And so it's feeling like Kyle maybe has chosen PK's side over hers, and that's why
Mhm.
she's, like, holding her to a different standard,
Yeah, for
which
sure.
it's like, if you're friends with a couple and they get divorced, like, you do have to kinda pick a side, I guess,
You
and
know,
maybe Dorit thinks that she should have just be 100% on her side,
yeah.
which yeah, I mean, I don't feel like Kyle and PK were that close. I personally would rather, I'm on this show with Dorit, that's my friend. I would rather just be on her side and be
For
like PK's
sure,
nasty. I don't really
for
get
sure.
why Kyle's holding on to that.
Yeah. I think she's trying to say, like, she probably knows a lot more about PK than the rest of the girls.
True.
Not just because of her friendship with him, but if her husband was friends with him, I'm sure they pillow talk. I'm sure he shares stuff with
Mhm.
her, so I
That's what
mean,
I think that's where it's coming from, where Dorit on the show is presenting like PK's horrible. I'm a victim. Everybody feel bad for me. And Kyle probably has more insight or has heard PK's side, and maybe there's some stuff that Dorit's doing wrong. And it's annoying Kyle that like it's being presented one way on TV. But I don't know. That's
it's
just
like, yeah, who cares? Who
bitter.
cares? Take
Yeah,
your
like let her
girls
have her
back.
moment.
Yeah, let her have
Yeah.
her moment. Like, fuck this guy.
Totally. Like, why? That's where I think it has more to do with Maurizio because Maurizio and PK are buddies, right? So it's like
Yeah,
Kyle doesn't want to piss off PK because that will put her in a bad spot with Mauricio. So it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like you're getting divorced. Both your men are out there hooking up with 30-year-olds. Like, be on Dorit's side and be like, fuck them and go do
yeah,
your own thing. So,
yeah,
but we saw a new girl, Amanda. Is that her name? What did you think
yeah.
of her? Born in 1985, which shocked the ladies.
Yeah,
They
yeah, yeah. I mean, I
were
didn't
like,
have any thoughts. Like, I think she's like a boss bitch, right? Like,
mhm,
friend Dev. Sure, we're going to be seeing more of her. No
yeah.
thoughts as of yet, you know?
No, I tried to look into what her book, Rich as Fuck, is about. It was very I couldn't get any straight answers. It's about, like, manifesting and having an abundance mindset, but I didn't see anything that said, like, "How do I get all this money?" It was more just like, "You believe you're gonna be rich, and you will be." So, I
That's
mean,
what
man
manifesting is. And that's
yeah.
what, that's what it is. They don't
I
tell you.
need, like
There is no how, right? The whole point of manifesting, right, is supposed to be like you just believe and then the how will come to you. That's the whole.
well, why do I need a book to tell me that? I know that already.
Yeah, like if you just believe and you just operate as if you already have these things, the
Mm.
how will find you, you know?
Okay. I like
Yeah.
that. I mean, it does work, right? You put stuff in the universe and it all works. But I was like trying to figure out if the book had any like specific messages, but I didn't read it yet. So, what did you
Yeah,
think
it's
of her?
supposed to be open-ended, right? Because everybody's trying to manifest something different, so there
Hmm.
can't be a step-by-step guide of how to do it because I mean, they have like techniques, right? And all books have the same thing, like, oh, write it down or say your
Yeah.
affirmations or visualize it or, you know what I mean? Act as if you already have it. But it's like, and everybody has a different one, I guess. So,
Yeah, it's just like a guide then, like a
yeah,
helpful
yeah,
manifesting guide. What did
yeah.
you think of her dressing like the bride of Chucky? Because Jennifer Tilly is
Is
the
the bride
voice.
of Chucky. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, did she
And
do
then
that on purpose?
that I mean, I'm like, she had to have, right? Like, that's quite a look, like a white dress with a black leather coat, like, that's
Yeah, and she didn't even call it out. She was like, "That's very vintage Chanel." She wasn't like, "Oh, that's very Bride of Chucky."
yeah, that's where I'm like, is that like a bit she was doing? Because I just don't know how nobody says that or notices it. Because it's not like, I like to wear a leather jacket, but a white dress with a black leather jacket, like, that just gives Bride of Chucky, like, what else could that possibly give, right?
Yeah,
I
with
don't
the
know, maybe
blonde
they
hair,
didn't
she
think of
might
it.
as well have
Yeah,
just put a black lip on, you know?
yeah. That's the only thing she was missing pretty much, so
Yeah, what did you think of the whole painting penises thing?
Um, I mean, I thought it was silly. The guy's poses were interesting. The booty popped out, but
Yeah,
I would rather see them doing more fun stuff, like going on like dating or something. They're all single, right? Like don't be
yeah,
painting the penises. Go like actually find a man to hook up with. They don't need this. But what did you
yeah.
think of it?
I mean, I think they're just trying to have something. I think it was just like,
Yeah. They have like
like a little fun, entertaining thing to do. I was confused why one of them were swimming in the pool after. Like, sir, you are on duty. What are you fucking
right.
doing? He's just swimming in the pool, balls out with with a glass in his hand. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you made himself at home pretty much. So,
Yeah, clearly.
there was that scene with Erica and Sutton too that we mentioned last week, but we finally got to see it where they're getting a little closer. They've never really gotten along, and it feels a little forced, but Erica's talking about her ex-husband going to jail and she hopes he just dies first, which is
Yeah,
classic Erica. She just talks very bluntly like that.
yeah,
Do you agree with her? Like, would that
I
be what
mean,
you want?
86, like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like, I think if I had to make a choice, right? Like, would you rather somebody die peacefully at home or die in prison? It's like die
Mhm.
peacefully at home, like, you
Yeah,
know?
he's very, very old to be going to prison. I don't know if they have, like, special treatment when you're that much older in prison, but I would assume it's not really great for them. I don't know how long he would be able to live like that, so
Yeah.
but, I mean, he also ripped off a lot of people of their money, so I don't think people care. Similar to the Jen Shaw situation where there's actual, like, victims of their crime, there were
Mm,
people, like, accident victims that didn't get their settlement, so
mm,
I don't think people care too much what happens to him, but still,
yeah.
I mean, Erica was married to him for, like, 20 years, so obviously it would be a weird situation to be in, so
Yeah. Seemed like they were bonding. I wanna go to
yeah.
one of those head spas really bad.
Yeah. I know, they always do such cool things, and you're close by to all of them, so you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's like $500 to
Yeah.
do that.
They need to do, like, a discount or something, give out a code if we have to watch them do this. It's not fair that we don't get to try it, so
Right, right, seriously.
but yeah, I don't think anything else too exciting happened. I mean, we saw Bose and Rachel had a little scene at the very start, which I like Bose. I like anytime she's on screen, but something about the group just feels like a little awkward to me. I wrote like it was awkward at that event, at the painting event when they all got there and like they're all in like different outfits and they don't
Yeah.
seem like a cohesive group that really likes each other. It's like
Right. That's what I'm
what
saying.
I'm
It's
feeling like.
taking some time to like warm up. I know Bose is feeling like, okay, well, Kyle is not opening up about her relationship. We all know she's dating. She won't say that she's dating. Obviously, we
Mhm.
find out that she's trying to protect that relationship, which I think is also fair. Um, and so it's like, yeah, like if you're in a friend group and everyone's expected to be open and we all know that you're not being open, you do start getting that like animosity and the weirdness of like, okay, well then I'm not going to open up. Okay, well then I'm not going to share with
Mhm.
you. Okay, well then I'm not going to have these deep conversations with you. Um so yeah, I think it just needs some time. It needs some time to
Mhm.
crank up, you know?
Yeah, and I think I might just be feeling this way because it's the holidays, so I start rewatching the old Real Housewives of New York episodes,
Mhm.
and they were similar to the Beverly Hills ones where a bunch of them got divorced, and so it was a lot of the single ones, and they were just wild and always having fun, and they fought, but yeah, they were all. It's just such a different vibe now. It feels like everyone is very aware they're on TV, and it's just very much like calculated, whereas it was just a hot mess. The old
Yeah.
Roni. So I think that's what just the shocking difference. And we did hear like the Beverly Hills girls are called standoffish at BravoCon. They stick to themselves, and I even feel like they're doing that in their own group. It's like the new people come and they don't want to welcome them in, and it
Yeah.
just feels awkward. So I
Yeah.
hope it gets better. I hope we want to see like some dating and some fun and not
Yeah.
these like painting parties. So hopefully it gets a
Yeah.
little more spicy as the season goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other thoughts before we move on to Vanderpump?
No, I have no thoughts on Vanderpump. No, just kidding.
I know. I mean, I really loved the first episode. It's harder. It's so hard. I read the comment sections and everyone is like, bring back the OGs. And I'm like, no, because that's what we've been dealing with Real Housewives of New York. They've done 2 new seasons of that one and it's still every comment section, bring back the OGs. Even if the OGs, when that was on, everyone was like, we hate this. It sucks.
No,
They are never
I
gonna
think the
compare.
show's just done, right? Like
Yeah.
there's that too, right? Like
Hmm.
there's just like okay, everybody's gonna move on to the valley, and we can see them there. But I do think like when you think back of last season of Vanderpump, it sucked. I didn't even
Yeah.
finish it. There was no reviving it unless Raquel came back and we
Hmm.
relived the whole scandal drama of it all. But that last season was a hard watch too. So I
Yeah.
get why they tried something different. I think I've just aged out of it personally. I think the younger
Yeah.
generation probably really is enjoying this. But how did this episode start? Oh, we're off. We're with the photo
It
shoot.
was
We're
the
off
photo
the
shoot.
heel. Yeah, and even the
Yeah.
photo shoot's not the same, right? It's not as like spicy
No.
and sexy and like I'm like
Yeah,
even
like
the little.
what
Go
happened to
ahead.
the pool? And it's usually at like Lisa's house and the pool and it's yeah, spicy. This was like in the restaurant and very blah. So
And that's what she said, like, at times have changed. Like, the first episode, like, the first photo shoot, they were naked, and then now it's like you're like, "Do you wanna take your shirt off? Or you're comfortable taking your shirt off?" Like, times have changed, and, like, rules are in
Mhm.
HR and all of that's just different now. You can't have your employees taking off their clothes for a
Yeah.
photo shoot because you can definitely get sued for that, you know? So,
Yeah, it wasn't giving iconic sir photo shoot. So,
yeah.
they introduced a new girl, Angelica. Is that her name?
Angelica, yeah,
Angelique.
she's cute. She's a cute
Yeah,
girl. Cutie.
I know it does feel like a little fake how she's come in like 2 episodes in. It's almost like, they're like, "We need someone for, like, this guy to hook up with, so we gotta hire another person." Like, she doesn't have that cohesiveness with the group that was already there. We've got Chris and his cousin were new, and now this girl's new. But she is I think she's a good fit. It just feels weird that she kind of is coming in, like, 2 episodes in,
Yeah.
like she
And I
wasn't
think
there
I
all.
think we've seen that in old episodes, right? Lala came in like kind of
Yeah.
later in the season or whatever, but it's just like there's something missing, and I don't know what it is. Apparently, Marcus and Kim and made up like she was crying her eyeballs
Mhm.
out, and that's fucking annoying, right? Like when I've wasted my whole damn night catering to you, you're crying. I done spent my whole time in the corner with you just for y'all to go make
Mhm.
up. Like not to say like I want you guys to stay broken up and like be heartbroken, but it's like
Mhm.
that's why when bitches be crying over their man that you know that they're gonna get back with, just don't even give him no attention. Let her go home and
Yeah.
cry, bitch. Like don't go home and cry.
Yeah, it must be getting so old for them to all listen to. And what did you think of Kim and Marcus telling Venus's business to
It's
everyone just because they
fucked.
were mad?
That's fucked
Crazy.
up. That's bitch shit. You don't do
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Like that's so that's like that's the kind of like point of no return in a friendship. Like, okay, well, you're just gonna go spill all my tea. Like, do you know how many fucking secrets I have of my ex best friend that I don't talk to anymore? Like
Mhm.
that I would never tell. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like you just don't do that.
No, there when you're in the friendship, there's that trust there that you can say anything, and when you like, they're not even out of the friendship. I think they had a fight, but it was, like, the same day, and they already, like, totally ruined his trust and told all of his business everywhere. So, you just doing that, you're not only letting Venus know he can never trust you again, but no one else either. Like, who's gonna be their friend now and tell them shit? Because 'Cause they're just gonna tell everybody. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was very immature, and that's where I feel like it's true. We've aged out because 'cause you're like, "This we're fighting over, like, you told them, you said this about me," like, that's just very petty, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think we're kinda sick of I guess they're trying to recreate, like, the Jax and Stassi fighting, but it didn't feel this repetitive. Maybe that's just because I look at the old one with rose-colored glasses now, but it didn't feel like this 3 episodes of this much, like,
I don't know. Maybe
off
we
and
need
on
to
and
go
off and
back
on.
and watch because I know Stassi and Jax used to fight a lot, but they were fighting over like, they were
He had
fighting
sex
over
with
like,
someone in
yeah, like
Vegas.
like he's fucking bitches and like, like I don't know. Like
Yeah,
I don't know. I definitely I don't know. I don't know. It's just I think I've aged out of it. I don't want to see I don't want to see 21-year-olds. Like I just don't.
yeah.
Like I just don't.
Well, there was the
So
nice moment with Natalie and Shane where they, like, told their backstories. Natalie had scoliosis and Shane was shot, which is wild.
but yeah, like I just thought this was going in a completely different direction where he was like, "Oh, I was shot by my best friend." I thought his best friend like shot him intentionally because he didn't
Yeah.
want him to go away to this modeling job,
Yeah.
but it ended up being a brawl and then but I don't know, I kind of like got the vibe that Shane uses this story like tells this story so girls think that they're connecting and thinking that he's like getting really deep and then it's like he uses it as a way to get in their pants. Like, I don't know, it just kind of
Yeah.
seemed like a move to me. But Natalie doesn't seem to be into Shane. Like he wanted to
No.
like he was like upset that she was flirting. He wanted to communicate and she's like, I'm bored. Like I'm bored. Like
Yeah.
don't talk to me. Just like go flirt with a
I
girl in front of me so that you could get my reaction. Don't sit here and ask me like what we are, what we're doing. Like
yeah.
I was like, oh damn.
Well, and I like she said, when she's with someone, she's, like, obsessed and all in. And so I think she gets the vibe from him, like, that's not gonna be how it'll be. He wants to see other people while he sees her, and then that's just boring, right? Because if you're not she wants that toxic like she had with the ex coming into his workplace and screaming at him, and I think she can tell that with this guy it would be casual, right? And she just doesn't want that at all. So
It's like,
he
even
wanted to
when we're
come.
casual, I need clarity. I'm like,
Yeah.
being casual is the clarity. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she didn't want him coming over to clarify, "We're casual, like, this isn't serious, and I'm seeing other people," because now she's not into it. She wants to, like, make up this fantasy in her head that, like, they're in love and moving in together so she can have these crash outs. If you tell
Yeah.
someone we're casual, that's not exciting anymore. It's like,
Yeah.
"Okay, well, that's boring."
Yeah.
She needs the drama, I think, but I was surprised that he even was putting in that effort because he does seem like such an F boy, so
He's definitely an F boy. And
they
he'll
must
be
know, though.
working at SIR next week, I'm sure. Like, they're
Yeah.
gonna hire him as the new bartender.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It seems like you would know if you're a cast member, people would wanna date you just to be on the show, so that would be weird, right? Because 'Cause I'm sure he wouldn't normally put in any effort, but he wants to be on the show or, like, them to be a couple.
Yeah.
Maybe she know like, I wish Venus had given us some more tea when we talked to him. He did keep it very cute, said, "Everybody's good, we're all friends now, and everything's happy," but I would assume there must be some behind the scenes stuff going on, but he didn't tell us any, so
Yeah.
but, like, you would think people are hearing, because I was thinking maybe that's why she was kind of being standoffish with him. Maybe she heard, like, he's just using her, or who knows? I feel like there's something we didn't know because she was so, like, just not interested all of a sudden.
So not interested, right? And it's like, before she was like super into it. She cared that he brought a girl to the bar. And
Mhm.
now you're like telling him to go flirt with a girl, which he did. He found, we see him talking
Yeah.
and chatting it up with some redhead girl.
Mhm.
What did you think of the new girl and Chris's cousin? I don't even know his name. They're chatting. She still lives with her ex.
Yeah, that was weird. Part of me feels like she's just in a relationship, living with someone, but wants to be on the show, so she's like, "That's my ex," but
Mhm.
it's not actually her ex. I don't know. Who would live with their ex?
A lot of
That's
people
crazy.
do, actually. A lot of
That's
people
crazy.
live with their ex until because they're financially dependent on each other, not because they're like,
I can't imagine that. I'm like, when I used to live with people before, even when I was a broke server, I was like, I'm getting my own place and getting the fuck out of here. Like, I couldn't even
well, in
imagine, even for
LA, it's
financial
hard to
reasons.
do, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
hard to just get a place out here by yourself. It's so expensive. So it's like,
Mhm.
but I do think, like, obviously it's a huge red flag to live with your ex, because how many times do you find yourself in each other's bed? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When the nights are lonely. Like, no, bitch, it's not your ex, that's your current.
And then if you bring other people home, like, they hear it and vice versa, it just sounds like
I don't
so
think you
messy.
do, right? Like, what are the
Mhm.
rules? I'm pretty sure you can't bring somebody home. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
and
that's
that's
so weird. If you don't own
icky.
the house with them, it's just so weird to me. It's like, find a friend to live with, and they need to find a friend to move in and just figure it out. It feels like they just kinda wanna be near each
Yeah,
other
like, you
still.
should at least, like, okay, we're planning, like, we broke up, but like, how long ago? You guys should be planning
Yeah.
your next move to like move out, you know? And I did notice that she kept referencing her ex as them, they. Did you notice that?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
she
I
kept
didn't.
reference, she didn't, so I don't think her ex identifies as he, she, because she was
Oh,
saying them,
okay.
they, yeah. So,
Oh, no, I didn't notice, so,
yeah,
yeah. I just feel like if you're living together, like you said, there's either you're hooking up or something's going on. Otherwise, you
red
just wanna
flag,
get out. Yeah.
red flag.
Unless it was, like, 2 weeks ago, which also red
Right.
flag. So
Yeah, a red flag. You shouldn't be trying to date 2 weeks ago. I don't date nobody that's got an ex lumen, because everybody knows that after you break up, you've got a little, circle back, spin the block
Backslide.
time,
Yeah.
backslide. Yeah, no, bitch, get the fuck. You need to be some years removed from that hoe. Like, not today. Not today.
So true. And Chris talked about the shows he was on, which was surprising. I didn't know if he would, but Perfect
Talking
Match.
about people.
People think he's famous.
Bitch, please. Like, oh, I realize people are using me for clout. Oh my
Oh
God,
my
what
god.
clout? Like, this is probably like the biggest show that he's been on. This will probably
Yeah.
bring him the most like attention. But bruh, nobody was checking for you from Dated and Related. Let's be fucking for real.
Even from Perfect Match. Like, I would say 90% of people didn't know where he was from. Like, we covered that show, so we know, but, like, he wasn't, like, a household name or anything, so be
Yeah.
interesting to see how they do. Like we said, we saw him with the blonde at a party, so I think him and what's her name? Audrey are still together, so
Yeah.
at least
10-year age
there's
gap or whatever.
yeah,
So,
at least there is a love connection on our show, 'cause so many we watch lately, everyone breaks up, so they're still going strong.
okay. Well,
Although, wait, that was July, so that was only, like, a month after this, so who knows what's
yeah. Who
happening now?
knows
They're
what
probably
the
broken
fuck's
up by
happening?
now.
Who knows?
Oh, no, I'm losing it.
Okay, we're done though. It's 2:10. You
Should we
gotta
just
go
wrap it
anyway.
up? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, the end of the episode was just Venus yelling at this random Gabby girl who's not even on the cast. I'm like, well, all right, what do we got to bring Gabby in here for? But
Because Marcus and
the
Kim
text,
told
yeah,
Gabby that, and so she said he's low class, and so he decided to tell her she's an ugly bitch, like, and now they're fighting. And then Natalie got dragged into it because then Kim started yelling at Natalie. And it's
hmm
like, okay.
yeah. It was entertaining mildly, but no, we'll see. We'll give it a little more time. But it's hard when you are gonna be compared. They should have just given it a new name, like Sir or something.
Yeah.
You
But I
know?
think it's like beyond that. I think it's just too young. So
Yeah.
if we have any listeners out there that are in their early 20s, I think you would like this show because
Yeah.
I know Next Gen is like wildly popular and people love it. I couldn't
hmm
I watched it, I couldn't get into it. It was too young for me. So I think even
hmm
though Love Island they're all 2021, but Love Island's a different kind of lore. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think, I don't know. Maybe you guys let us know. Are you guys enjoying it? Are you guys liking it? Like, what do you like about it? What don't you like about it? What do you want to see more of? What do you want to see less of? I can already
hmm
tell this Marcus and Kim stuff is going to get exhausting. Like, Marcus, like, if you guys are going to fight and break up every week, like, let it be over some real shit. Like, don't, like, not
mm
because, like, I'm falling out of love with you. Like, no, I want, like, fuck some bitches. Like, I don't know. Like, give me something. Give me something.
Yeah, someone needs that's what we're missing on the show. Someone has gotta cheat sometime soon, because that's really what the
Oh my
show is based on, so we don't
God.
need fights about you are an ugly bitch or I told her what you said about her. We need someone got a girl pregnant in Vegas, someone slept with someone's friend, like, we need
I
to up
need
the
yeah,
stakes.
like I need Kim to find out that Marcus fucked Natalie. Okay, then
Yeah,
we've got some action, right? I need Natalie to bitch slap Kim. Like this is this is what we're missing.
you know, it's so funny, I bet you they're never gonna go down that road with the storyline again, seeing what happened to Sandoval, but it's like the whole series was cheating. We had Jax cheating on Stassi, we had Jax cheating on Brittany, and that was fine. It was just the Sandoval of it all, Scandoval, was because he slept with Raquel in the house with Ariana and they were friends. We can have cheating with, like,
But
randoms, so bring the
also,
cheating
right?
back, so
But like Dodie slept with Jax while
yeah,
on the
there was
couch while
tons of cheating.
Tom was in the room, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah, the whole
How
every
the fuck was
season.
that not worse than Scandival? Like, that's actually what Scandival was, but times 100. So I don't know why Scandival
Mhm.
got like blown out of proportion that way because it was like Dodie slept with Jax while Tom Sandoval was asleep in the next room and they fucked on the
Mhm.
couch and Jax and Sandoval were best friends. Like,
Literally, it was Scandival before it happened. So I don't know. Everyone was fine with the cheating until it came down to this, which I mean, I do get there was a lot of layers to it. And I think everyone just felt like Ariana was a really good girlfriend, not a cheater. Whereas like Jax, Sandoval, Kristen Doty, they were all cheaters, cheating on each other. Everyone was cheating. So it was like
yeah, but then it's
even,
also
you
like
know?
if you watch Vanderpump, and I love Ariana, but if you watch Vanderpump from the beginning, you do start to realize like Ariana is not, they weren't being intimate. They weren't being close. They weren't, you know what I mean? There were major problems in their relationship. They wanted different things. A lot of
Mm,
things weren't compatible and aligning. And it is like, okay, well then just break up with her. You don't go cheat with her best friend. And maybe Kristen and Jax, it was a one-time thing where Sandoval and Raquel, it was like ongoing. It was behind her back. It was in her home. It was
yeah.
during her like when her dog died and her grandma's funeral. Like it was just really shady and trifling. But
Yeah. Well, we'll
Anywho,
see. I mean,
anyhow,
it
we'll
took
see.
10 years to get to Scandal, right? You have to invest and be into the people, and then the stuff happens. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll get there. We got to give it some time. So we'll
Yeah.
see what
Okay.
happens.
We'll
But,
see.
well, any other thoughts before we go?
Nope.
No. Well, we'll be back with some very special episodes for you guys, so stay tuned for that. We got some fun Christmas stuff and New Year's stuff coming, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys.